Well, folks, good afternoon. I've done some of this once already. Unfortunately, I left it on 4K, and so it only does about 8 minutes. So I've had to start again, and so it did the whole of the poem I'm now going to do, with the exception of the two last lines. So I'm going to have to cut it off the previous video and put it onto this one. And as I said in the other video, this is really more like a podcast, in that I'm doing a number of poems with a bit of chat, etc. Anyway, this one, I've met a load of Daves in my life, and a few of us are a bit like this. Now, whether that's general, I haven't chatted to every single one, but it's just a matter of seeing how many more Daves I can chat to and see whether this is true of them. It's certainly true of me. So it's called Some Daves. If you're partnered with a Dave, there will be many sighs, for Daves will flit about, and that is no surprise. They're up and out at morning, their adventures to pursue. Off they go exploring, for this is what they do. If you're partnered with a Dave, then dull life never is. As long as you keep up the stride, their pace is at a whiz. If you live with a Dave, many medals you've received, for long service and for fortitude, so much you have achieved. When a Dave is relaxing, his pace is quite full on. His plan he's expediting. He's here, he's there, he's gone. But there's one trait in Daves, that's faithfulness galore, and lots of loving kindness you completely they adore. Consider this, on balance, Daves are not so very bad. A life of much excitement you'll definitely have had. Now, at the risk of going all over what I did before, but you didn't hear because the stupid phone had turned itself off, because it had got to the absolute limit, and as you know, some of these modern smartphones are dictators. They tell you when you will stop filming. You have nothing to do with it. But there we are. Moan, moan, moan. I was in church one day and I nodded off, I have to be honest, and my mate who was preaching said to me, "I saw you nod off." And I said to him basically, yeah, but it's your job to keep me awake, not my job to stay awake. So there we go. Anyway, this is called Soporific Homilies. A preacher friend said unto me, "I saw you take a snooze." I answered him, "Immediately. There was no time to lose. Your sermon was mesmerizing, soporific in effect. I slept so very quickly, though its content I don't recollect." In the words of the preacher, if the words of the preacher are vital, challenging those who hear, then there will be no snoring. Of that you need not fear. When a sermon has interest and engagement, then 10 minutes is all that's required. Then people get the message before they get so tired. My friend said, "I saw you dozing." I said, "Your job is to keep me alert, not send me to the land of Nod." My attention did sadly divert. An impactful message, 10 minutes at max. That's the moral of this rhyming tale. If it goes beyond the limit, as a preacher, you're likely to fail. Now, of course, that's tongue-in-cheek. It's just having a little chuckle. I'm not saying that's a personal view. It's called poetry, and that is what's called poetic license. And boy, did I take some there. Now, of course, not all of it is serious. In fact, not much of it is that serious. Some of it is. But this one's an emergency. And when I read this to young people, they go, yeah, I totally get that. I mean, obviously. When I read it to older people, they go, what? What? Anyway, it's called Emergency. We're going to bring the tone down, obviously. I went to the toilet this morning. When I sat down, I was shocked. I realised I hadn't my phone with me. My confidence sadly was rocked. Seriously, are there people who don't take their phone to the loo as you're on the throne without your phone? Whatever are you going to do? So learn the important lesson and please take your phone to the loo, for emergencies can easily happen. Your phone will help you get through. Now, my darling wife often says, you don't listen. But she sometimes just says, did you hear me? To which I answer honestly, yes, I heard you. So what did I say? And then I have to explain, yes, I heard you, I didn't listen. So there is a subtle difference. And she put up on Facebook the other day that apparently when you get a man, the ears come as an optional extra. And she said not a lot of women know that. I think they do. Anyway, this is called What Did You Say? There's a difference between listening and hearing, as you must surely know. Many men are experts at hearing, their listening sadly doesn't show. Because listening takes far more effort and requires a response, you see. So if I hear but not listen, there'll be no action from me. If I always carefully listened, the effort would be immense. My action is passively hearing. I miss things at my expense. One day I may start to listen, take everything in that is said. Maybe I will start tomorrow when I get out of my bed. The moral of this story, tomorrow will never come. So my modus operandi won't alter, because it is fun. Recently, we celebrated, not this month, but recently we celebrated our 56th wedding anniversary. And I wrote this piece for my darling wife, and I'll recount now. 56 years and counting, another anniversary. Sorry, I'll start again because I read the title twice. Can't help being an idiot, you know. Another anniversary, the years are rolling round. You are still the very best girl I ever found. There is no other matching you, for me the only one. I love you from when dawn breaks to the setting of the sun. Thank you, Irene, for being the one that I adore. It really is impossible for me to love you more. 56 years and counting. There's many more to come, with many more adventures and lots of loving fun. From your ever-loving Dave, forever and ever. Amen. Now, we were away on holiday and in July, and July finished and off went August. And I was absolutely amazed. Once August started, it was free range for Christmas adverts. I ask you, August, Christmas adverts. And when I thought about it, I thought, well, I can make a logical conclusion, which is the name of this poem. And now I know it's August. It's plain as it is clear, because all the Christmas adverts have started to appear. I think it's rather ludicrous, and some would say it's daft to start the Christmas adverts once July's fully past. Why don't they start in April to get their message through? Tell them all of Christmas so they plan what to do. If August's not a problem, then April is all right. We really should start the adverts at the end of Christmas night. Now, thinking about many years ago when our children were little and talking to friends about this topic, I had many ladies nodding along and saying, yes, exactly. This, again, remember, this is not just poetry, but poetry's themes, ideas, those sort of things. Bit of philosophy thrown in for good measure. But here I've called this consummate acting. Children are the world's best actors, for they can, with natural ability, disguise a minor irritation as an epic event, such that the apocalypse by an asteroid would seem like a normal day at the office. Now, make of this what you will. Some will understand it and some won't. Just a very short one called Saints. All saints are sinners, but not all sinners are saints. Now here's a little piece called Correction, referring again to my ADHD. And well, there we go. We'll go through this one. My ADHD is no problem at all. That is, till the loo roll is hanging by wall. Aren't people taught which way it should be? Away from the wall is better, you see. It's a job to grasp when it's by the wall, so do it correctly or me will appall. I read that to somebody the other day in church and, oh my word, she said, no, it has to be by the wall. So maybe we've got a discussion point there. Another stupid one. We've had a lot of those, haven't we? Medicine. My friend who grew a begonia shouted so loud, I will phone ya. Thus her throat was so sore. As she shouted some more, for her sore throat she took some Caponia. And now we have one which is quite angry. And I should put a disclaimer in here. Not everybody who wears earbuds are ignorant. Not everybody who wears earbuds are not prepared to talk to other people. But some are. Some use their earbuds to say, get out of my face. I don't want anything to do with anybody else. And this is really about such one. I was chatting to a lady at the bus stop the other day, a young lady, and she had her earbuds and I just said good morning and she took her earbuds straight out and we had a conversation. So this does not apply to everybody, but it does apply to someone. And I call this someone not me. I've got my earbuds in, so do not talk to me. In you I have no interest. It's obvious, can't you see? I don't engage with people. I have no need to chat. So stay out of my face. I hope you follow that. I simply have no reason to chat with you at all. When you talk over earbuds, it drives me up the wall. My earbuds send you a signal, as strong as it is clear. I do not want your voice at all sounding in my ear. I'm longing for the day to come when you wear earbuds too. Then there will be no need at all for me to talk to you. When everyone wears earbuds, wow, what a happy day. No one talks with anyone, and that's how it will stay. I'll finish with a couple of short ones. One of them was rather strange, actually. It just dropped into my head as I woke up one morning. I thought, well, I'll write it down. It has little meaning for us in the UK, maybe it's got some meaning for American friends, if there's any of you watching. But it's called Affordable Care Act. US President called Obama was black and oh such a charmer. With a speech that he made brought in medical aid. The political situ much calmer. I don't know if it really was, but there we are. I'm going to do just two more, I think, 2 or 3 more. This is a strange one. I don't know. I looked in the mirror one morning and was horrified, but there we are. Ear garden. One of my worst fears is hairs in my ears. They were not invited to grow. They seem so misplaced, not like hairs on my face. It's a pity they're long and they show. This is about, I talked with a conspiracist once, and it's a whole different world. There are people who are running the country, and that was me thinking it was the white mice from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But there were, the conspiracies were incredible. They were going to gather people up and do this, and this was going to happen, and the jab is controlling you, and you have a COVID jab, and oh, there were no end. There were no end. She reeled off loads of stuff. And so I thought about this one. Are you sure? I once talked to a conspiracist. Tried to convince me she did not exist. I said, are you sure? Though she was demure, with the point that she made, she did persist. My dear friend Ruth, will you acknowledge the truth? You're standing before my eyes. I suppose you are right, she said with a fright. When she looked in the mirror, there were sighs. And of course, the friend who was the conspiracist, I say friend, acquaintance, who was the conspiracist was of course not called Ruth. The next one is called Floral Salad. And it's all about nasturtiums. Now, nasturtiums, my grandfather used to grow these, and you can put every part of the nasturtium into food. The seeds, in fact, we had some, I can't remember where we were, in a restaurant the other day, we had some nasturtium seeds. They're very bitter. The leaves and the flowers especially, look beautiful on a salad. So people put the petals onto salads. So let's have a look at this one called Floral Salad. I once made a massive assertion that people can eat the nasturtium. Though bitter to taste, there's no need to waste, so eat it without coercion. My claim is really quite valid. You eat the petals on salad. With seeds you make pesto, if time you investo. Once you've eaten, you'll look rather pallid. That's because of the bitterness of the seeds, but who knows? Worry choice. You never need to worry. It's optional, you see. A choice you make, a big mistake, your mind will ne'er be free. It tears apart your happiness, it wrecks your peace of mind. It's better not to worry and to yourself be kind. For worry has no purpose, it doesn't change one jot. It turns your mind to turmoil. This is its sullen plot. It is okay to worry. There's squirrels running around my yard, I'm sorry. They're having a fight in the yard, sorry. I'm sorry about that, I was completely... They're still going round. Good gracious. They think they've finished it. I should start again, I'm sorry about that. Those squirrels were going wild, fighting each other in the yard. Right, sorry, we'll start again because that's sort of broken into it. Worry choice. You never have to worry. It's optional, you see. a choice you make, a big mistake, your mind will ne'er be free. It tears apart your happiness and wrecks your peace of mind. It's better not to worry and to yourself be kind. For worry has no purpose, it doesn't change one jot. It turns your mind to turmoil, this is its sullen plot. It is okay to worry about things that you control. Make changes bold, a brand new mould, and this will you console. Now, the next one is really showing how wild I am. It's called Incongruence. Unfortunately, this is actually true. I do sing Christmas carols in the middle of August, but you know, there we go. Incongruence. I oft sing Christmas carols from May right through to June. You may think this is crazy, but we all love a decent tune. Christmas shops are always open, sell every Christmas thing. So though it isn't Christmas, why can't I carols sing? Exit visa. Well, I sent this out to a few friends and they went, "Are you all right, Dave?" But I see this as quite positive. If you listen carefully, it's emphasising the reason to be positive and get on living life. Exit visa. I will not last forever. At least that's what I'm told. I need to be quite brave and also rather bold to live my life full throttle, each day as it's a gift. Then when departure time arrives, fond memories gently drift. We have to finish soon anyway. UK's global warming. They say there's global warming and I'm inclined to agree. But no one told old Blighty, still raining regularly. Massive heat waves over Europe, but cold and damp just here. We only ask a little warmth, so we know summer's here. We're not so very greedy to ask for 40 degrees. Just a little bit of sun that everyone can see. A third of our year is raining. That's a lot to anyone. We're taking water others need. Why not let them have some? You may think I am moaning, but simply that's not true. All I ask is a fair swap, then we'll not feel so blue. Right, with this one, I am definitely finishing because otherwise we'll go on forever. It's called pampering. Moisturiser young people adore. On their face, they do fill every pore. When their body is covered, new softness discovered. They simply can't wait to do more. Moisturiser old people apply in the hope that their skin won't be dry. It's preservative for them, for women, for men, in the hope it will make them look spry. Well, I've got to leave it there. We've got through quite a few this morning. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the interruption with the squirrels going mad round the garden, but I did have to have a look because it was fun to watch. So thank you very much. If you want to visit my other channel, which is Dave Hurr, the Rambling Rambler on YouTube, please have a look on there as well. And thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.